What's up, guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Elden Ring Kita Edition! Alright, I am back. I've had time to finally read some comments. First of all, I'm here at the guest hall. I'm trying to find some things that I missed. Thank you guys so much for all the help with this. So, Mad Danny West, Movie Titan 8675309, and hold on, I'm gonna try to find other people. I'm thinking, I don't know, there's more, but thank you guys so much for helping me with this. So, the rooftop of the guest hall is the answer for the balcony I couldn't get to. So I'm gonna search for this, and I'll get back to you guys when I figure it out. All right, something I'm gonna try that might be crazy is dropping down on this. Nope. Okay. So, also from the help of Hockey Mike. Through the door that's guarded by the lizardman, and to the left, where the broken abductor is and where another lizard man is. I think the broken abductor is to the right. Right? This is to the right side, but that's okay. I was just making sure I was going the right way. Oh god. Wouldn't it be great if I just died there? Oh, there's a balcony I can jump onto. Oh my god, I see it. Wait a second. That is different from the other one. Okay, so. You can jump on the ledge, run across it, and jump to the side. It's a sketchy jump, but you can make it. Oh my god. Okay. It's a very sketchy looking jump. But I can make it! Kita! Who needs to fight when you can just run through? Actually, I probably have to fight this guy. You, I will have to fight. Alright, cool. Let's try this again. Bum, bum, ba-da, ba-da, da. Okay, woo! Terrifying. Thank you guys so much for the help with that. Well, hopefully I'll survive this one. We shall see, shan't we? I'm gonna try to get the jump on this Omen killer. Oh yeah! All right, sick. All right, thank you guys so much. So that was a big mystery for me solved. I appreciate that. Ooh, let's see who's getting executed. An Albinauric staff and mask. All right, I think I already had an Albinauric mask. I think you can find one. At least I've gotten in my other game without this way. All right, a far cry from Godskin, the Albinauric hide mask is the product of malicious mockery, which is pretty sad. Mask made from the largely unaltered hide of a young Albinauric. The staff, I think, is actually a little more interesting. Let me find it. It's probably going to be here, right, with the other staffs. So, short staff with a blue glintstone embedded, wielded by the Albinaurics of old. The Albinaurics harbor a secret. They cast sorcery using their innate arcaneness. Ooh, okay, so I was actually doing a lot of research on the Albinaurics in particular for my recent lore video, which is why I haven't posted in a few days, is because I was working on Renala and the Academy of Rhea Lucaria as my next lore video. And as I surmised, and I still think this, but I could be mistaken, that the Albinaurics were created by the sorcerers. I think all the evidence points to that. And the fact that the Albinauric staff talks about them having innate sorcery, it makes sense for something that was created by sorcerers. But there's other clues to it that I'll talk about as I get to them, but this is my personal theory. All right, Golden Rune 10 that I discuss in that video in more depth. But if you guys disagree with stuff or have reasons why, let me know. I think that the sorcerers combined a silver tier with sorcery to create it, because Albinauric stuff is combined with blue and silver. Blue is always typically associated with sorcerers, especially like cerulean tiers, and silver tiers would be something else. Also, the history of the Albinaurics with the sorcerers. All right, next thing I'm going to grab is what I messed up with this other one. So I'm going to quick cut it here again. Who needs to actually fight when you can just run through things? Am I right? I'm right. Right. All right, here we are at my next major mystery. So, a lot of you helped me out with this one, so Late Sleeper, thank you so much. I want to go through and thank people. Yingtao or Yingdao, Sai Rainfire, and let's see, Ragadaba, and let's see, is there anyone else? Probably. So yeah, thank you guys so much. All right, so there's a red candle that's supposed to indicate a drop I can take, and I see it now. That is the drop I missed. And this should be how to get me across that area that I was questioning. So, there it is. Mystery solved thanks to you guys. So, I really appreciate that because it was genuinely driving me crazy. Hey, you have another one of those whips. Magma whip. Very nice. You know, I probably actually have enough for another level up at this point. Also very nice. Hey, look, an Albinauric. Oh, speaking of Albinaurics, I was going to say that, like, more stuff will come out about them when we head into Noxtella, and actually, that's probably where I'm going to head next. So, how about that? Oh, scary. Oh, my God. Dagger Talisman. Oh, sick. Let's see it. Dagger Talisman. Where my talisman's at? I've never gotten this one before. Although I've read the description, but I don't remember what it says. The white-garbed field surgeons come to the aid of friend and foe alike by dealing a final deadly thrust to spare them from the prolonged agony of mortal wound. A sense of mercy is a catalyst for bloodthirst. So yeah, I think that's supposed to be Vare, and what Vare is a blood surgeon. So yeah, there you go. Some new stuff. Get out of here, Albinauric. I mean, yes, I feel bad about the plight of the Albinaurics, but, you know, Runark. All right, and that should be the last of it for the things on this side. So, all right, sick. Yeah, and then this will just take me back down to a bad area, so I'm going to warp away. Let's go ahead and warp to an area where I can move forward with Noxtella stuff, as that's going to be my main goal for this episode, and I'll respond to comments as I do that, and, you know, the usual things. So we're going to go to Fort Height West. I'm going to pull up some comments. So, one thing is, I should turn down my phone, from Mash Keyboard Gate username Fingermade Thorlina, which I got that puppet of. Here we go. Is the name of one of the NPCs that helps you in the Radon fight. She's the one that gives you a gesture beforehand but doesn't say anything. Yeah, I was curious about that maiden too, so it's interesting that that she was in that fight. So he says, it was a bit weird that there was a random finger maiden joining all these champions and warriors, but maybe it was a Celavis puppet there to help you and Blythe. So yeah, that's a really cool point. It could have been exactly that, so thank you so much for that. Yeah, that's really cool that you noticed that. Okay, let's heal up. I'm going to try to do a combination of reading and playing and going back and forth. So, I don't have enough. Oh my God. All right, so, oh, damn. This is where the meteor hit. I love that there's still floating chunks around it, which probably are really there gameplay-wise just to help you find it. But I thought this was so cool when I saw this. Like, there it is. I'd been wondering for so long when I first saw the meteorite. Like, where is it? Where is it? And wanting to find it, and it's so cool when you spot it. So, all right, let's do this. And yeah, I think last time when I played on my own, I actually went here after. Sorry about that. Yeah, so when I played on my own, I actually went here after doing the Mountaintops of the Giants because I hadn't found it yet until afterwards. So it'll be interesting playing it not so overwhelmingly overpowered, as I was very OP when I first came here. So that'll be quite the difference. Yeah, so pretty damn badass. Okay, so from Jeremy Scott, am I crazy when you walk into the boss room for the first time? The God-devouring serpent is coiled up like a fist. Such a cool and striking image for a boss that is dead set against the fingers. And let's see. Rakwana, let me know about something I missed, so I'll have to do that in a future episode. Oh, I also missed patches, so thank you guys for pointing that out to me. There's a trader taken care of. Onwards to Nokron, then go on, I'll catch up. Oh, I want to also do Blythe. So there are a couple things I need to do before I go here. I'm going to do Patch's stuff. I messed that up. I meant to do that. And I'm also going to go into... I'm going to do the Blythe thing and set him free. So, whoops, meant to do that. I was just so excited to come here that I forgot to do those things. All right, I think this looks like where I need to go. Yeah, there we go. All right, Nokron. Thank you, Blythe, for the message. I appreciate it. And yeah, it's just so awesome. Just going deeper into here. I like how there's like this whole area that's kind of like a temple that just got blasted through by this boulder. You know, it's like, oh yeah, this is just like where the kingdom was, and whoops, the meteorite, I said boulder, the meteorite just blasted into it. I also tried to think of some stuff from the Renala lore video that I realized as I was doing it. Just like a lot, it's kind of stuff that I have to stumble onto because it's a lot of stuff to do with the academy and the various conspectus, because I was doing a lot into the history and origin of astrology and where it came from, the astrologers, and where magic came from and all that. So it's going to be stuff I stumble upon. There's probably connections to Nokron and Nox that I didn't mention, to be perfectly honest, because I was trying to focus more on the academy itself. But yeah, Nokron, Eternal City. We're here. We are here. So exciting. For real. All right. And yeah, I like how there's like all this whole underground city too. It's just so badass. I really think all the underground stuff is probably my favorite stuff in the game. All right, so this is a silver tier. Notice how it bleeds white, just like Albinaurix. Yeah? Yeah. And it also, while it didn't stain here, it can also stain things in the same way that the Albinauric blood does. You could argue that their blood is silver as opposed to white, but I think it's the same color personally. So that's another reason why I think the Albinaurics were created with silver tears, is from their blood. And yeah, it's kind of fun because I feel like when I was doing the Godric stuff, a lot of people, at least from what I've seen, already figured out pretty much all the Godfrey Godric stuff for the most part. And maybe I'm wrong, but I just haven't seen it with like Renala and the Albinaurics and the Academy of Rael Lucaria. I feel like a lot of that I haven't seen posted anywhere, people's theories yet. So it felt fun to be like, oh, I feel like I'm more on the forefront of that specifically. I know that we're not seeing the white stain. I promise I've seen it happen. I was reviewing footage of my playthrough in the past, and I saw it staining that same white way somewhere else. So I'm just saying that I think it's the same, although it does look potentially more silverish. I think that this is just going to be a Crimson Flask. Yeah, so not like ultra important, but just want to hit it just in case. Okay, so we find these silver tear husks, which I think those guys can also drop, and this is going to tell us a little bit more about these things. So it's a craftable item, but it's one that I definitely want to read. Also, it looks a lot like the Albinauric blood clot to me. Like, look at that, and then let's look at this silver tear husk, which is something else I should have used to my in my video potentially. Yeah, silver tear husk, Albinauric blood clot. They look kind of similar. The hardened husk shed by a formless life known as the silver tear. I do hear that something might be attacking me. Found in and around the Eternal City. The silver tear makes mockery of life, reborn again and again into imitation. Perhaps one day it will be reborn a lord. Who is attacking me? I also have my AC running, so I couldn't hear it. There's the guy. I think that's all that's over here. Is that I should probably start looking for ledges that I stupidly missed, like at the Volcano Manor. Alright, didn't see anything. Get out of here, silver tear. You're not gonna drop anything? Okay. Well, that's just cool. I actually don't mind at all, to be honest. I don't, whatever, it's all good. This nascent butterfly. Anything here? It's been a while since I've been here and done this part, so some of this rediscovery for me. Hey, look at that. The main area. Oh, okay. So this, if you recall, when you go down Seofor River, see that? Seofor River Well Depths? This is the elevator that you go down, and there's a moment that you can glance out and see more before it keeps on taking you down. So that is the elevator, and that's the area you glance out. So that's a really cool spot right there. And when I realized that, I was like, oh, oh, so exciting. So exciting. All right, Smithing Stone 5. Okay, so far showing that I might actually be a little OP. I mean, also granted the fact that I'm using, what am I using? I don't know, whatever. The fact that it's the Smithing Stone 5. And I could have come here way earlier. Could have come here right after Radon, but I went to the Volcano Manor. And I could have done the Radon as well before Lane Dell, and I chose not to. And also, oh yeah, I was going to say also the fact that the Silver Tears I'm killing in one hit. So, obviously one-shotting those things. And these guys. Shows that these guys bleed normal blood, not Albinoric blood. So, yeah. Dukist Herba. Spirit Flame Arrow. I'm trying to think if they're, like, worshippers of the... Well, they have Glove Ward. There's a lot of Glove Ward here. I was trying to determine what faction they specifically are part of. But I honestly don't know, and I hadn't thought about it until just now, because it hasn't come up in the videos I've been making yet, and it's just something I hadn't come back to yet. I actually find Nokron and Nox to still, and the Ancients here to be some of the biggest mysteries to me that I'm still trying to figure out. And it's clearly very important stuff. But, like who the giant people in the chairs are and all that. And the origins of these cities and everything, and yeah, something I'm still working out that I haven't really totally gotten into yet, and I don't want to mess up because I find it so fascinating, but I feel like there's really not too much, especially on the tribal people. All right, so we got Nokron, the Eternal City. So I want to see above ground. Oh, I didn't know there's just a quick above ground thing like that. Is that new? I don't remember that at all. I used to have to like do the Sites of Grace thing and start doing that. Anyways, let's go above ground. So the Shaded Castle is where you find Patches. So I'm gonna go there. I don't actually know exactly where in the Shaded Castle. I just know he's here. So I'll probably do a quick. Oh, hey, there's Patches. So he's just outside of the Castellan Hall.
Oh, you again. A shame you had to see me like this. I had a bit of a slip-up, that's all. I should have stuck to what I know best. No matter. I know I can trust you. Gullible, yes, but a good soul. Make certain that Tanith gets this.
Dancers Castanets.
Oh, it's nothing, it's just... makes me sick to see her all bent out of shape. Come on, Tanith, back on your high horse where you belong.
It's actually interesting to see Patches like this for once. All right, let's look at the Dancers Castanets, because this can tell us a little bit about her, about Lady Tanith. At least I believe it will. Oh wait, I still need to do Rykard's Great Rune too. Damn, it's got things to do, eh? Castanets used by dancers from foreign lands, received from Patches. The passionate dance comprises no seductiveness, but merely a dignified beauty. So she was a dancer.
You're able then? Then I can rest easy, my friend.
Don't worry, he's okay. He's okay. All right, so let's go back to Lady Tanith, who will be in the, I guess the audience. Rykard, Lord of Blasphemy. I was like, audience pathway? I thought I could just warp right there. So, audience pathway. Oh. Ah!
What is it? I have no need of that. I must continue devouring my beloved lord.
Yeah.
Oh, you. Allow me some time. Our lord's carcass is...
So she doesn't care at all, and I know you can attack her and then get drops from her as well as her guard. I don't know if I should do that or if I should wait for a patch where maybe something else will happen. So that's where I'm curious about. The other thing, oh yeah, so let's do the Divine Tower West, because I should go ahead and activate Rykar's rune since I have it. So this is the one that I went to specifically by going through this cave, where I had to go through the sealed tunnel to get here. And yeah, I'd forgotten that I didn't activate Rykar's cave rune, because, you know, I guess that's what happens when you don't play for a couple days, you're a little out of it. So I apologize for that. Okay, so something I wanted to read is, first of all, from Elizabeth Cassidy, I'm fascinated by the Godskin Noble. The guy has a lizard tail. He's not actually obese, but using the skin as an inflating weapon. It is full of skins or skins stitched together. Just so very amusing. Also, I understand the worry of improper accreditation of ideas. Oh, actually, speaking of which, I ended up crediting you in the lore video I'm writing right now. Or in the middle of working on, about the cuckoo, because you're the one who told me about the, if I remember correctly, you're the one who told me about the cuckoo. I gotta double check, but, and the fact that they stole nests and all that, and I actually thought that was fascinating and related a lot to what the cuckoo are really up to, the Knights of the Cuckoo. Because they're really more mercenaries, I think, that the Academy hired, because the Academy doesn't want to send their own sorcerers out. So they basically hired the Knights of the Cuckoo. So anyways, I thought that was really interesting. Also, apparently in Japan, they can represent unrequited love, which is represented Renala, because I think Renala loved Ratigan to the end. Clearly, she went crazy over her love, but Ratigan did not. Unless there's something I'm missing, I think it could be up to interpretation. Look, another 2 fingers that's blah, blah, blah. It's all destroyed with Rykar's Great Rune that I can power up. Another thing from Elizabeth. The more I thought about it, I'm a little perturbed and believe that you're mixing up Royal Knight Loretta, the boss of Karimana, as a projection with Latenna the Albernoric. I was. So for some reason, I thought when they said like Latenna, I forgot that I had Latenna, the Spirit Ash, on me, as I'd never gotten that dialogue before. And I was like, well, Loretta goes to the Halo Tree, so it makes sense that she'd say that, but I forgot that I had Latenna on me. So it makes sense that Latenna is the one who's talking to me. Lieutenant here, the Albernoric, who's talking to me. Alright, let's go ahead and look at the Great Rune that I just got. So, this is Rykar's Great Rune that I just powered up. And, oh, I guess it's in key items. Restores HP upon defeating enemies. This is your Bloodborne weapon. Wait, no. Actually, there's a different one that's a Bloodborne weapon. Sorry. Wait, no, I guess this is Bloodborne-y in a way, because you defeat enemies. It's not for getting their blood sprayed on you, but defeating an enemy. Rykar was amongst the children of Renala and Ratigan, which we know, who became demigod stepchildren after Ratigan's union with Queen Marika. But Rykar felled himself to the blasphemous serpent, Great Rune and all. All stuff that we know. There's really nothing new there. Okay, so next place I'm going to quick warp to is going to actually be, let me finish up patches. So I'm gonna go to Murkwater Cave and finish up some patches stuff and see if there's anything else. Yeah, I keep on trying to pause. Like, if I don't talk, I know that it's me looking up something. So I'm trying to look up comments that I want to respond to. So yeah, anyways, to my understanding, Patches heads back here. So I wanted to start this, you know, do a little Patches funness, and why not see what Patches is up to finish his quest line as far as we know so far, unless they patch something in, as they seem to keep on patching stuff for Patches, but I mean just in general that continue this. Ooh, hey, boss fog. I didn't know that would happen. Uh-oh. Oh. Hey, what's going on here?
Well,
Glass shard.
thought you'd just help yourself to a man's personal belongings? You scheming little thief. The gods demand repentance.
Something I missed is that if you attack him in Liurnia, you can actually get a gesture from him, which I obviously missed.
Wait.
So unfortunately.
Don't tell me. Is that you? Oh, cripes. Please, wait. I surrender. I surrender. I swear.
Oh, he does it right away this time. All right. That's cool. Patches crouch. Oh, hey.
We're on the same page. I'd never cross you. Not even close.
All right.
It's been ages since I've seen you. I didn't even realize it was you. Took you for a demi-human or some such. You know how it is. Just an innocent mistake. Water under the bridge, eh? Back to business as usual. Hell's bells. This bandit business is hardly what it's cracked up to be. Especially if we keep running into the likes of you. Maybe I'll set up another shop with the lads.
Yeah, so this is how you activate. So basically you can get his items again if you missed them before and you want them. All right. Next place to head to, of all the places, go let our boy out, Blythe. So Blythe, we're gonna let you out. Yeah, all right, Blythe, and okay. So see how something with the Erdtree is obviously, since it's nighttime, this made me think about it, and that I wrote into the lore video about Karya and Renala and the Academy of Rael Lucaria, is that you can kind of tell why they would be pissed off, why any astrologer would be pissed off. Hey, look, it's the moon. Oh, wait, goodbye, moon. You can kind of tell why they would be pissed off at the Erdtree, because, you know, light pollution is a thing in the sky, and that is so bright all the time, no matter what, even at night. It would probably pollute the night sky from them to be able to see out at the stars. So, I could definitely see that being a reason why they would, you know, that would cause conflict.
I don't understand. I could never intend harm to...
Alright, let's open the Everjail. Yo.
Well, thanks, friend. I'm going to see Mistress Rani now. I don't know what came over old E.G., but even if the odds are slim, I need to check the mistress is safe. Now, Rani can finally set in motion the fight against her fate she's dreamt of for so long. I'm going to see Mistress Rani. I don't know what could, even if the odds...
Alright, let's see if EG has anything new to say. EG, what do you have to say for yourself? I just set Blythe free and he's totally fine. I think. I think he is, at least. EG!
Greetings, my fellow.
Alright, he doesn't have anything. Okay. Alright, that's fine. So, let's go back to... nope, not what I wanted to do. I want to see the underground. Ah, I love it. I love it. I don't know why I didn't know about that before. I really feel like they must have added it in, because I like this so much. I wish I knew. It's just fun to see, like, go back and forth and see how it actually connects like that. Alright, let's go to Nokron. Nokron, Eternal City. Nokron. Alright, Alex Nelson. One piece of the lore that is very interesting is the parallels to Norse mythology. The Erdtree is clearly a parallel to Yggdrasil. Meanwhile, the Great Serpent appears to at least be partially inspired by Jormungandr. I don't know Norse mythology at all. I actually really want to study it and learn it, which would help with stuff with this and the lore and everything, I think. But just in general, it'd be interesting. I love Greek mythology, so why not Norse mythology? Anyways, a serpent that was supposed to become so large that it would envelop the world and begin devouring its own tail. Upon the release of said tail, Ragnarok would begin. So, yeah, I feel like there probably is some inspiration from Norse mythology, for sure, in the game. I remember before the game came out, everyone thought there was going to be, like, this heavy inspiration, considering that the game is, well, just because of the tree, and how everyone was, like, looking at the Erdtree like it was Yggdrasil before we really knew much about it. But ever since the game came out, it seems like speculation about there being specifically Norse mythology inspiration has really cooled down a lot from what I've seen. So I am playing really poorly because I'm so overpowered that I don't need to play well, and that's not a good way to play. You should play well anyways, right? Like, I shouldn't, like, play bad just because I'm so damn OP. I should still do at least a decent job. Hey, close to me a level up. How about that? Ghost Glovewort Picker's Bell Bearing 1. Hey, there's number 1. Again, another thing with just, like, there's so many Gloveworts here. And Gloveworts are related to Spirit Ashes, which is another thing I find interesting about this area. As it seems like there's just so many relations to Spirit Ashes down here, and, you know, Spirit Ashes are interesting, too, in a lot of ways, because the Erdtree... Essentially, the way that the Erdtree and the Golden Order is set up is that they make it so you're supposed to go back to the Erdtree when you die. And any defiance of that is kind of like considered a bad thing, except for if you're like a special thing, like you're one of the minor Erdtree guards, in which case it's like an honor bestowed upon you, is that when you die instead, you'll be one of these special guardians, right? But the Spirit Ashes is a little different, and it's interesting that some things can voluntarily become Spirit Ashes, like Latenna, for example. And yeah, it's like a different style of worshiping of death down here, and you see that especially with the what is it, like I'm trying to remember what they're called, but like the ancients, basically, who are down at the bottom here at like the Worshipper's Woods. And I feel like Nokron is even a different way of worshiping death down here than even that. But you can see why they would be blasphemous, because they're not, if they have all of these Spirit Ash related things here, and it's like, no, they're supposed to go back to the Erdtree. That's what the Erdtree saith. And they're not doing that here. So, at least they don't seem to be doing that here. Great Shield Soldier Ashes. Oh, that's where you find those. Alright. Great Shield Soldier Ashes. Okay, I'm gonna try to, I think I can look at it here. Let's see. Spirits of Great Shield Soldiers who belong to the Fallen Hawks. Oh, yeah, okay, this is great. That's what these guys probably are, actually, now that I think about it. Band of that I've just been fighting. A band of soldiers that once explored the Eternal City. Stout defenders with a steady guard. Though their methods are somewhat crude, they work well as a squadron and will attract the attention of enemies or lob ghosts fleeing from the rear guard. Okay, so these guys I've been fighting are the Fallen Hawks, who ended up, they went to explore the Eternal City. I think they were forced to, if I remember correctly, and they ended up here forever by accident, basically. So that's what these guys are. They're the Fallen Hawks. That's who I've been fighting here. That's cool. Also, the name Fallen Hawks feels like it's a reference to Berserk, just because of the Band of the Hawk, but, I mean, I don't think there's any other specific relation. Alright, larval tears are interesting. We've talked about them before, let's talk about them again. Core of a creature of mimicry known as a silver tear. Material required, much a substance as it is a living organism. Material required by the amber egg cradled by Renala, queen of the full moon, to birth people new. Being born anew allows the reallocation of attributes boosted by leveling up. Specifically, the fact that the amber egg that Renala has uses the larval tear, and it's uses a silver tear, right? It's basically a silver tear that she's using to rebirth people, which again associates sorcerers in a way with silver tears, as I'm talking about my Albinoric theory. The other thing too, I mean, look, the amber egg and all that and the great rune was gifted to Renala, and I'm pretty sure that was like the wedding gift, essentially. Like, when the two houses were united, it's like Renala gave, and we haven't gotten this yet, but Renala gave Radigan a special gift that we'll find out in a little bit. And then from Radigan, I think the main gift, like, he brought his golden sewing needles and all that shit, but the main gift he had was, stop it! You need to go! The main gift that he brought was, I think, the Great Rune. And I think that's when he gave her that amber egg, and that's why she cradles it so much, and it's, like, so important to her. It's like, you know, it has that extra meaning that it's a wedding gift, right? So, look, I could be mistaken here in terms of the timeline of that, but that's what I think from all the research I was doing and writing and all that for the next lore video. And also, thank you to anyone who watched my most recent one that came out on Monday. The next one should be hopefully coming out next Monday. So the idea is for them to all be weekly. And after this Renala one, I'm going to be working on Rykard. I also have a playlist now on my main channel of these lore videos. So if you don't want to subscribe to GameSpot, I understand, because it's a network and I get it. Although I appreciate you at least watching if you're interested. And because I did put a lot of work into it, and I put a lot of work into these in general. I'm writing it the exact same way I would write any lore video. It's nothing is different. I do have this time around some of my coworkers looking over it for fact-checking stuff, but Other than that, it's exactly the same way I'd make one of my lore videos. And the Godric one I also edited. The next one I might have someone else edit for me. But I'm basically telling him how to edit it in my style, and I'm getting all the shots and everything. So, and like writing a shot list in a sense of like, this is the shot I want you to use, and this is where I want you to use it. Is essentially what I'm doing for it. So it'll still be my style. Is the point. Anyways. I have a playlist now on my channel. On my channel, Nox Swordstress Armor. Had I gotten this before? I actually don't know if I did. So let's look for it. No. All right, cool. Armor worn by Sorceress of the Eternal City. These women are the personal guards of the Night Maidens and wear silk caps. Long ago, the Nox invoked the ire of the Great Will and were banished deep underground. Remember how I was saying the Golden Order likes to just stuff people underground that they don't like? Now they live under a false night sky in eternal anticipation of their liege, of the coming age of the stars, and their Lord of Night, who I am guessing is supposed to be Ronnie. I would guess that. And hey, remember how I was talking about the big dudes in chairs? There's a big dude in a chair. And that's something I'm trying to figure out here. Down there is the Night City. And again, here's the awesome, super cool part of Nokron and Siofra River. I just love this. I still think those could be glintstones that are all hanging in the sky. Granted, they're not blue per se, but since you have to mine for glintstones, it kind of makes sense to me that it would be glintstone. But hey, that's just what I think. Larval tier. What do you know? A bunch of silver tiers around it. Yeah, makes sense, right? So, okay, you know what? Let's look at the Duke-Kissed Herba, too. I want to see if there's anything, because we're finding those all over here. Soaked in herb that grows in the false night and around the eternal city. Soaked in arcane dew, it gives off the faint glow of starlight. All right, so kind of like that stuff up there, giving off the faint glow of starlight. It is interesting that there's this fake night sky down here. Also, I think there's a fake dark, or like a dark moon down here, too. Or there was one that they viewed, and I don't 100% know what's going on with that yet. So it's just like an interesting factoid for me to bring up basically right now. Hey, some nascent butterflies. That's what I was hoping for. Sure. All right. Hey! Oh my god, I almost just jumped off. That would have been really stupid. All right, so remember how we were looking up before at all those things above us at Siofra River? Here we are. I love it. It's so cool. Because, yeah, Siofra River right down there. And this was, like, the area we were looking at. Obviously, that's Mogwin Palace over there. So, all right. Let's go to our first boss down here, I guess, in Nokron. Still Siofra River, but Nokron part. Kind of a funny boss fight with comments I've seen. As it is it's a silver tier. No, it's a mimic tier. And I love all the comments of people being like, it was very humbling facing my mimic tier and just seeing how awful I am. Yeah, that cracked me up a lot. Hey, I'm gonna give you some pokies. And the crouch strategy that I actually didn't know until Vadi talked about it, which is like a quick way to get a nice quick attack off. Yeah, that's definitely like really worthwhile to use for PvP. All right, Larval Tier and Silver Tier Mask. Silver Tier Mask is going to be the new one here. Larval Tier we obviously already know. The other thing you find a lot down here is Celestial Dew, which is what Radigan used to cleanse himself before he married Renala. All right, so Silver Tier Mask. Mask fashioned from the corpse of a formless Silver Tier, supported by his hardened shed husk. To imitate the imitator is a cunning play, indeed. Something I do wonder with Ranni is if, like, the Amber Egg and all that has something to do with her birth. Being that she's the only one who's an Empyrean, which is weird, of the Radigan, Renala. Or, sorry, of Radahn, Ranni. Why can't I use this? What the hell? Excuse me? There we go. Okay. All right. That's cool. Of Ronnie, Rykard, and Radon. She's the only one who can be an Empyrean, weirdly. And what is going on with this? Alright, I guess I'll wrap up my vigor thing that I hate doing. Because I'm only 2 away. I don't think I ever got my vigor up this time in my main game. And I think that's part of why I'm surviving more things now. Which is fine, but I don't want it like this, man. I don't want it like this. Hey, look at this. I can use the Spectral Steed Whistle now. I don't think there's anything off to the side, by the way. Oh, something else with Renala that I wanted to talk about are her sweetings, the things that she keeps on reviving over and over again. I think... Look, this is just my total speculation, but it makes me wonder if maybe... Because it says that Renala had a... She's basically using the thing to... Or she can use it to revive something that was dead. Not just rebirth something, but something that was dead before. So it makes me wonder if she had a stillbirth or a miscarriage or something like that, and she's basically using her egg to just endlessly over and over again rebirth that thing. The child that she had miscarried. There's no specific proof of that, I don't think, but that's kind of just been my working theory, I guess you could say, of what's going on with those sweetings with Renala. Okay, so I'm gonna want to hop off here, I think, right? Is this the exit? No, the exit's further ahead. Okay. Well, I guess I could exit there. And yeah, unfortunately, I don't have that much time left. I just want to make sure I got another episode done. Oh, whoa, there's a ghost there. I really want to talk to him. See what he has to say. He's probably talking about Mogwin Palace because he's like all up in that Mogwin area, but I don't know if I drop down there, if I can go to the right. I guess I'll find out. First, I'll go here and see if I can go. Yeah, it looks like I can. I could have done that. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Yeah, fortunately, there's a site of grace right by here since I don't have much time left. Lord of Blood, your eminence. I beg you, grant me a seat at the table of the dynasty. Long live the Mogwin dynasty. Long live the Mogwin dynasty! Trying to imagine it's like the guy from, who was it? Was it the Shabriri? May the flame of chaos reign! There's so many fun reads in this game. I love the... What's it? Sir Gideon Ofnir, the all-knowing! The Shabriri read, and, oh yeah. The one that you guys were making fun of with Rykard is so great. May the gods live forever! From Haitani. Regarding those weird abductor versions' names, they are obviously designed after Iron Maidens, those strange torture devices that are like a cupboard with nails on the inside. These devices are called Iron Virgins in several languages. I guess maybe even in English there are versions called like this. That's interesting. I had no idea that they were called virgins in other languages, and some of you guys were reconfirming that. So I had no idea. Thank you for that. That knowledge drop there. Alright, so some of the shaman guys. So this is what I was talking about earlier. What I'm talking about. But I don't have time for you guys, really, unfortunately. But yeah, it's just another one of those puzzles with the ancestral followers. Oh, that's what they're called. Ancestor followers. That's what I think they should be called. With these, where you're like lighting all the fires to be able to go see their leader. Oh, why? Why you gotta do me like that, man? Why you gotta do me like that? Just because I was playing all poopy-like? Hey, had I not been so overpowered, that actually probably would have killed me. Alright, so, yeah, this is another ancestral follower right there. Hallowhorn Grounds. That you have to light up all these lights for, just like below in the Seofer River. Exact same puzzle. There was one right at the beginning that I missed that I should grab. I should at least get this little quest line started by not missing ones that I'm clearly right next to. And, oh, there it is. This is the one I was looking for right at the beginning. Oh, God. Torrent's about to fall down. Don't do that, Torrent. Nice. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Yeah, I should... I want to keep playing, man. It sucks not having enough time. Oh, well, at least I have something to look forward to, because I do like these areas a lot. And yeah, there's a lot to find down here, too, which is pretty cool. Like, and I'll have to decide, because like there's the aqueduct area that I have to decide if I want to do now, or if I do that later, after more CO, after Einsol stuff. I don't know, if you guys have thoughts, let me know. I might decide to do the aqueduct first, just because it'll be way out of order from when I first did it, but yeah, I don't know, I got to figure that one out. Hey, let's light up another one. It's getting lit down here. And, you know, I should probably, just for safety's sake, grab the Site of Grace, which, oh, I guess I hadn't found it yet. All right. I thought it was going to be over here, so I guess just when I find it, right? Formic rocks down here. Yeah, man, I really got to figure out this area in full. I feel like it's so important, and I just don't have it. And I'm like, me, I got to get it. Come on. Oh, all the deer and everything. I feel so bad doing it. Wait a second. I didn't realize they were at an ancestral follower here, to be honest. I actually never noticed that there was a dead one right there. It makes sense that they'd be singing here and kind of like worshipping it then. But I don't know why I didn't notice that. I don't think you can interact with this one though. Shining Horned Headband is new, so I should probably take a look at that. Let's take a look at the Shining Horde Headband. I don't think there's going to be much new on it. Because, yeah, it says the same. Oh, it doesn't say the same thing as the Great Horned Headband. Headband decorated by a pair of shining horns. Horns with buds that also shine are ideal ceremonial items for ancestral worship. Strengthens ancestral infant's head, which is what that thing was like using to sing out of, basically. That one shaman. So, yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Oh boy. Oh boy. I should do this, but I'm just worried that I'm gonna fall and die. Oh, actually, this is all that's there. So you actually don't have to do any of the other platforming around there. Model necklace +1. Let's find out if I got the non-+1 version. Modeled necklace +1. What the? Yeah, I had. Said to be a budding horn. Ancestor followers believe that the horns of a long-lived beast continue to bud like antlers over and over again until the beast one day becomes an ancestral spirit. But yeah, so I think the idea with at least these guys is that they basically think that from death comes life. So they worship dead things. They're pretty accepting of it because new life will be born from the dead. All right, this is the way to the aqueduct. So I might go there right after finishing what I have to finish here. I probably should, just because I'm already down here. I don't remember how high... I don't know how high a level you're supposed to be for it. Like I said, I did it way too late, but... I don't know, it'd be interesting to do now. Anyways. There's definitely some stuff to the right there I'm going to do. Oh, there's a Red Wolf of Radigan right there. That's interesting. Why are you here, Red Wolf of Radigan? I mean... Yeah, why would a Red Wolf of Radigan be down here? That's weird. Yeah, why? Why, I say? Why? I mean, okay. I mean, I guess maybe the one that was in the Academy of Rhea Lucaria was specifically related to Radigan, but still. It's very odd to me that this guy's here. Alright, let's ride Epona again. I don't care what anybody says. I'm gonna keep calling Torrent Epona. Because it's my Epona. I didn't name it Torrent. Oh god, okay. Let's be somewhat smart here. And take some things. Take some precautions here. Alright. Really, the issue is that I've got wolves. Lots of them. Red Wolf of Radigan, normal wolves, all the wolves. What, are you gonna be my loyal shadow too? Are you gonna be my loyal shadow? That'd be nice. Yeah, anyways, that's a thinker there. Why there's one of those guys there, because usually it's associated with, you know, Radigan. Oh, crap, I should probably add the fact to my lore video that there's a Red Wolf of Radigan. I didn't have that in there, about that mini-boss. That's kind of important to add that in as well. Yeah, I should add that one. Why did I not? It's a big thing. I guess I hadn't fought it in a long time, so I kind of forgot about it. So, alright, good thing I'm talking this out. It makes me think about things. Alright, what the hell? Let's... Why did I even do all that? What was the point? I just need to go. I need to go! Somber Smithing Stone 5. To the right here is going to be what I really want, which is what I really, really want. I'll tell you what I want. What I really, really want is the Site of Grace. That's right over here. I don't think the Red Wolf of Radigan respawns, though, or respawns. Alright, so right there, that's the Night City, which is something I'm going to have to do. So next episode will probably be going to the Night City. And actually, what is this one called? This Site of Grace. Ancestral Woods. So next episode, I'm going to plan to go into the Night City down there, which is pretty important. I'm going to fight the Regal Ancestral Spirit, which is at the Hallowhorn Grounds. There's an area down here I'm going to take care of, and I'll probably, if I have time, choose to go here and go into the Aqueduct. So I think that'll be my plan of action, is go there, finish up stuff over here, and then head there. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Sorry if this ended up being under an hour, but hey, maybe next time. Maybe next time. Later, guys. Peace.